Hello V residents, my name is Marissa, and for those of you that don't know me, I am the fitness coordinator here at V Greyhawk. Today I am going to lead you through a 20-minute lower body only exercise class. What you will need is a chair and perhaps a water bottle, and make sure that you are in a setting where you're not going to trip over anything. You have the ability to get full range motion movements with your legs. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start first by warming up the hips. So you're going to stand close to your chair. If you need that for support, maybe you want to practice your balance a little bit here, but you're going to shift your weight to the left leg. You're going to bring the right knee up to the side and down. We're going to do 4 more of those and try to get a little more fluid in this movement. We're just opening up those hips, getting them ready for exercise. Let's go to the other side. Weight on the right leg now. Right hand on that chair if you need it for support. Left leg to the front, to the side, and down for those hip circles. And if this is bothersome on your hips, make sure you're bringing the knee down a little bit lower. All right, from here, we're gonna stand right behind our chair and we're gonna get started with some calf raises. We have 3 different sets to really target all of those calf muscles down there. So from here, stand right behind your chair and we're going to rise all the way up to the tiptoes. When you do this, make sure you are pushing through that big toe so that the ankles don't roll out to the side. So here we go, we got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome, now heels in, toes out. Same concept here, you wanna push through that big toe as you rise up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, feeling the burn just a little bit on that second set. Toes in now and heels out. Last set of 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Roll around the ankles on both sides just a couple times. All right, so next up, we are going to practice our balance a little bit. We're going to do some lateral extensions. So a couple different options to do this. You can sit down in your chair, and for the lateral extensions, you're going to extend the leg out, up, and then out to the side. So that'll be your lateral extension. Seated version, standing version is going to be extending out to the side this way. So let's go ahead and get started. Use that chair if you need it. Weight on the left leg. We're gonna extend that right leg out for lateral extension. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Amazing. To the other side now. So now your weight should be on your right leg. Your right hand is close to your chair if you need it, and then you're going to come out to the side and in. Remember that seated version also, same concept. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, shake those legs out. The next couple exercises, we are going to be seated for these. So go ahead and sit down in your chair, scoot towards the front though so that you're not too comfortable in your chair. Straighten up the spine. We're going to do a tuck extension with our legs. So we're going to extend the right leg out. We're going to point the toe to us and we're going to lean back just a little bit to activate and engage our core muscles. From here, we're going to bring the knee in and then full extension out. So tuck, extend, tuck, extend. We're going to do 10 here. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch those legs out. Get that left leg out there now. Same thing. Straighten up the spine. Lean back until those core muscles tighten up and they're activated and engaged. And then bring that knee in for your tuck and then extension. So tuck, extend, tuck, extend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, shake those legs out. We're gonna go back to the right leg again. So this time we're gonna do a leg lift. We're gonna extend the right leg out. We're gonna point the toe this time. Straighten up your spine. Lean back just enough to activate those core muscles. Make sure you're not leaning too far back, otherwise those back muscles are going to start recruiting, and we want to work out our core muscles a little bit more than our back muscles today. So from here, right leg out, we're going to point the toe, and then we're going to lift all the way and then lower. Now, option to rest in between and then rise back up, or option to not let your foot touch the ground at all. So pick the option that works best for you. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Switch it out to that left leg now. Same concept. Point that toe to you. Straighten up your spine. Activate the core and then begin. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Awesome. Go ahead and grab some water if you need to, and then make your way to a standing position. We're going to do a couple more leg exercises. We're going to do some lunges. So option to sit these out. If you prefer not to do any of these exercises standing, there's always an option to sit down. So I will show you the seated version in just a second. So we're going to stand close to our chair again. And from here, we are going to take a big step back, and the weight should be on the toe on the back leg, and your weight should be on the heel on the front leg. So this is all to save the knees as we lower down into a lunge. I want you to lower down to your happy point there. So as far as you're capable and comfortable with, go ahead and lower down, and then you're back up. So now the seated version of a lunge is going to be just a little bit different exercise, but I still want to get you to work on your hamstrings and quadricep muscles. So if you do decide to sit the lunges out, either work on your sit to stands during this exercise, or perhaps work on a tuck to an extension. So keep working on those ones. You already know how to do that. We went through it. If not, we're going to go ahead and get started on the lunges. So take a big healthy step back with that right leg. Weights shifted already. Posture upright, and then your hand is close to your chair if you need it. If not, you're working on your balance here. But we're going to go ahead and lower down. We got 10 lunges. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that makes 10. Good. Shake those legs out. Same thing on the other side. Go ahead and switch to the other side of your chair though, so that your right hand can be close by to that chair if you need it. We're going to take a big healthy step back with the left leg this time. Weight on the heel in the front, toe in the back. Posture upright, and then go ahead and lower down to that comfort level and begin. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that makes 10. Amazing work. Shake those legs out. All right, so we're going to work on some leg extensions again. So like I mentioned earlier, there's always an option to remain seated. So the standing version, we're going to bring the knee up, and we're going to kick straight out and keep that knee up and bring it in. So the seated version will be very similar to that. You're going to bring the knee up, and you're going to kick extend all the way out and then in. So similar to that tuck extension, but now the knee just stays there, and it's just like a lever. You're kicking out and bringing it in. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. To the other side. For those of you that are staying seated, make sure you're switching sides with us as well. So weight is on that right leg now. Bring that left knee up, and then it's out and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake those legs out. So moving on to the other side. Weight is going to be shifted on the left leg again. And so we're going to go from a kick to the front to a kick to the back. So you can try and work on your balance here, or you can hang on to that chair if you need to. The seated version for this exercise is going to be kicking forward and then putting the knee behind your leg under your chair, gentle toe tap, and then kick forward. And then tap that toe on the floor and then kick to the front. So you're not exactly doing that back kick, but you're bringing that leg underneath your chair or to the side if you don't have a chair that allows you for that movement. All right, so here we go. We got 10 kicks on this side. Here's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there shouldn't be a lot of movement from here on up. Last one, that makes 10. Perfect. To the other side, weight is on that right leg, right hand close to your chair if you need it, or you're practicing your balance here, whichever you prefer. So kick to the front, kick to the back, and this is where you don't want to see a lot of movement from the waist on up. It's all in those leg muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that makes 10. Awesome. Shake those legs out. And then we're all gonna make our way back to our chair now. So go ahead and take a little water break if you need that. I'm gonna put my hair up because it is getting hot out here. All right, so big breath in, big breath out. Feet are flat on the ground for this next exercise. We're gonna sit up nice and tall in our chair, and then we're going to lift the knees up and out, bring them back in. Up and out, bring them in. So a lot of power and control here. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Maintain this wide base. From here, we have 5 more sit to stands. So remember all those different options. You can sit these out. You can hover over the chair and not completely sit down all the way. You can sit down. Just make sure you don't miss your chair on the way down, okay? So if you need to use your hands, but really try and challenge yourself here. So you have your nose over toes, push through the heels, and up you go. Push those hips forward as you do this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stay standing up here now. We're gonna use our chair again. For those of you that decided to remain seated, that is certainly an option. So from here, we're going to target our glutes and our hamstrings just a little bit more. So we're going to bend the right knee. And from here, we're just gonna do a kick straight back. So I'll show you what that looks like here. So we're bending the knee, making sure it's not all the way up here. It's parallel, close to our other knee. We're going to kick the heels straight back and bring it in. So on this one, you want a straight spine. You want to hinge just a little bit at the hip. Make sure you're maintaining a flat back and it's not rounded back here. So you're going to kick straight back, bring it in. Kick straight back, bring it in. So we're going to do 10 of those. The seated exercise for this one is going to be bringing your knee all the way up. So it's going to be a tuck And then we're going to extend straight out, tuck, extend straight out. You guys should be familiar with this exercise if you decide to remain seated. We've already done this one, so you should have no problem with that. So for those of you standing, we're gonna do that back kick. So weight is on the left leg. Left hand is close to that chair if you need it, or you're practicing your balance. It's up to you. Make sure you pick the choice that works best for you. So from here, hinge at the hip slightly, and then we're gonna kick that heel straight back, bring it in, kick back, bring it in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome, to the other side. Big breath in, big breath out. We're gonna bend the left knee now. We're gonna hinge slightly at the hip, and your supporting leg, let me just say, it shouldn't be locked. Slight bend there. So from here, kick that heel straight back like you're trying to punch a hole in the wall there, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome, very good. So, and now we're gonna have a seat again. We've done the bulk of the work, and I just wanna make sure that we stretch a little bit. So, as you sit down, scoot towards the front of your chair, don't get too comfortable. We're gonna extend the right leg all the way out to the front. So that leg should be as straight as possible. We're gonna point the toe to us, sit up nice and tall, and then we're gonna lower down and reach towards the toes. So on this stretch, it's not necessary to touch your toe. I just want you to reach in that area. If you're not able to touch the toe, that's certainly okay. As long as you get a little pull behind the knee area, maybe a little bit higher, that's what we're going for. We just wanna stretch the hamstrings out a little bit. All right, one more breath in and out, and then make your way back in. As you do, try and bring that ankle up and over the left knee. If that is not an option for you, you're gonna bring the knee close to your body and across midline slightly. So 2 different options there. Pick the one that works best for you. But now the stretch is aiming to get a little bit higher behind the leg there. So maintain your posture. That's how you're gonna get deeper on this exercise. And then roll around that ankle. It just worked hard for you. Loosen it up. Good. And then we're gonna gently release that leg down. So same exact thing on the other side. Left leg straight, point the toe to you. Take a big breath in, and then hinge at your hip and reach towards your toe. So as you're here, make sure you're making that mind muscle connection there, and really tune in to where you're feeling this stretch. It should be behind the knee area. So take a couple breaths in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. And then start to make your way back to that seated neutral position. And as you do, we're gonna bring the ankle up and over, or we're bringing the knee close to the chest and across midline slightly. So this one just, everyone's gonna be a little different on this depending on your level of flexibility, but make sure you have your posture. That's how you're gonna get a little bit deeper in this stretch. So roll around that ankle, can't be uneven, up, down, side to side, all around. Take a breath in and a big breath out, and we're gonna gently release that leg down, shake it out. Good. And then we're gonna end with 2 big breaths in and out together. Bring those arms over the head. Big breath in, big breath out. Last one, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Awesome. Amazing work, V residents. I know you did a good job at home. I hope you enjoyed this shortened 20-minute lower body exercise class. Have a great day.